Hello students, once again you are welcome for class 10th English and the chapter is Madam Rides the Bus. As I have told you earlier, the story of a little Valli's first bus ride by famous Tamil writer Valli. Lecture 2. As in our earlier lecture I have told you, Valli is a 8-year-old girl who wanted to see outer world and how she planned and saved money to visit to somewhere near to her village. So let us see what happened in this. Valli had planned her first bus journey carefully. She had saved coins until the total came to 60 paise. Her next problem was how to slip out of the house without her mother's knowledge. Then she thought mother would nap every day from 1 to 4 o'clock. Valli used that period for her first trip outside the village. She had a jolly good time. She saw trees rushing away in the other direction. She clapped her hands with joy when she saw a cow running right in the middle of the road. The driver honked, the faster ran the frightened cow. Valli laughed and laughed until there were tears in her eyes. The cow moved off the road. Valli saw the market and the crowds. That means, my dear students, as Valli came out of her house for the very first time, and she was just a small girl of 8. So when she saw the experience through her window, she was really very happy and glad to get the experience. When she saw the cow who was running on the honk of the bus driver, she was laughing. She was really very happy. Then she saw the crowded market. This all are the very first experience for the Valli. The bus reached the town. Then except Valli, all other passengers got off. She kept sitting because the bus was going back to her village. She offered another 30 paise to the conductor. Being alone, she dared not get off to see the market. She didn't have the money enough to buy a drink. The conductor offered to pay for it, but she rejected it firmly. Although it was a very wonderful experience for Valli students, but she was feared. She was afraid. That's why she kept on sitting on the bus seat and she was enjoying through the window. Although she don't have money to get something to eat or drink, the bus conductor has offered her, but as a proud and bold girl, she denied to accept the help from anyone else. Valli was not bored. She watched everything with the same excitement. Suddenly, she saw a young cow lying dead by the roadside. She was overcome with the sadness. The memory haunted her. She sat glued to her seat until the bus reached her village. So students, everything was very good for. She was only thinking about the good side of the life. But when she saw a cow lying dead on the roadside while she was returning back to her village, she was really very upset. Now here she saw the both side of the life. One was good, exciting, very happily made, and the other was sad. She was lost in her thought how an animal can die. Very soon, very earlier, she has seen how the cow was making her laugh, and now suddenly the situation has changed when she saw the cow was lying dead. Then she bade farewell to the conductor who offered to give her a bus ride. Whenever she felt like, she laughed and jumped down from the bus. She went running straight for home. So students, she bade farewell. That means she said goodbye to the conductor who offered her a ride, and she was very happy. She got experience she was returning back to her, Valli found her mother awake and talking to one of her aunt. The chatterbox aunt inquired where she had been. Valli just smiled. The conversation between the two women started again. The mother remarked that the world outside was full of many things and no one could possibly know about them all. Valli could not help agreeing with her. Taken aback, she found out that the girl was taking interest in their conversation like a grown-up lady. Valli only smiled to herself. She didn't want them to know about her outing. So students, in this chapter, Madam rides the bus. The writer, the very wonderful writer, has very well expressed that the world outside was full of many things and no one could possibly know about them all. Valli could not help agreeing with her. Valli has experienced that the life is full of good and bad things. In our life, there are two things, birth and death. Where there is a birth, there is death. It is clear to Valli by her experience. So students, that was the part of the story and it is completed now. Now let me see what you have learned through the story. Question 1. What did the old man say to Valli that annoyed her? Option A, he shouted at her. Option B, he asked why she is alone. Option C, he merely asked her to sit. Option D, none of the above. And your correct answer is option B. He asked why she is alone. Question 2. Why did Valli find that the woman repulsive? Option A, she had large piercing in her ear. Option B, she wore ugly earrings. Option C, she was chewing betel nut which could spill out any moment. And option D, all of the above. Your correct answer is option D, all of the above. Question 3. Option A, she was afraid. Option B, she didn't want to. Option C, she didn't have the time. And option D, she didn't like the city. Your correct answer is option A, she was afraid. Question 4. Who was the real chatterbox? Option A, Valli. Option B, conductor. Option C, her aunt. And option D, all of the above. Your correct answer is option C, her aunt. I hope students you have given the correct answers. Now this is your practice time. So get ready for your practice. Your questions are given on the screen. Short answer type question which you have to answer in 30 to 40 words. Long answer type question in 150 words. I hope you will do it correctly. Thank you. See you soon in our next module.